just in that type of environment, I still managed to make straight A's and B's throughout school, make the principal list as well as the honor roll all the way on up from 3rd grade all the way up to the 11th. And when I was in the 11th grade, well, I would say when I got in the 12th, I was taking algebra 2, chemistry, taking all of these college courses or college classes. However, throughout my whole high school experience, I never talked to a guidance counselor. No one ever came and let me know what opportunities was available from me being a who's who among American high school students, because I was who's who among American high school students when I was in school, but never did I get any type of guidance on where they could have taken me. So
it was like you weren't even given the opportunity to see past the streets at that point.
Exactly. And then the environment that I'm living in J.C. Napier, which I have, right here, a product of J.C. Napier, but I got a twist on it because it's more about the man, J.C. Napier. James Carroll Napier was the first black to preside over city council here in Nashville, and this was in the 1860s. In the 1880s, he was the first black.
Which is way ahead of the time, right?
During Reconstruction. He founded Citizen Savings Bank, also was instrumental in getting Tennessee State University established, but that's the name of the community where I grew up in. However, it was one of the most dangerous communities here in Nashville, and currently still is the most dangerous communities in Nashville. And that's the environment that I grew up in, and it was just only a matter of time before I, succumbed to the conditions that was circulating, or, I would say just going on, whether it was drugs, whether it was murder, or gun violence, or whether it was just, prostitution. The list goes on of what I saw when I left out of my front door.
Right.
Just in my front yard, these are the things that I saw on a day-to-day basis. However, I was still able to rise above all of that until a week and a half before I was on my way to the Navy. Because I enlisted in the Navy because, again, I didn't want to, because I dibbled and dabbled in selling drugs when I was 17.
But it didn't really start until you were like towards the end of high school then.
Yes.
So you think truly, if you were given the correct guidance, I mean, we use you said guidance counselor, stuff like that. You think that your life takes a totally different path.
Absolutely, it takes a totally different path, and because of, I would say, you can just look at what I'm doing now, just fast forward. If I didn't have, because I planned it in my mind from the offense that I caught as I was on my way to the Navy, which I was on delayed entry program. And while on delayed entry program, I was I had one of my prior convictions kind of like expunged, because I had a simple possession, which I was in a crowd of people, and the police walked up on us and found some drugs on the ground, and he grabbed me and locked me up because I was in the area. So they gave me a simple possession, which I was on unsupervised probation. However, when I enlisted into the Navy, the week of me on my way to basic training in San Diego, California, I caught a charge of shooting down a Metro Police helicopter here in Nashville. The first time they ever brought it out. And
damn, you shot down a helicopter?
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly kind of impressive. It's not good that you did that, but you shot down a helicopter.
And it changed my life forever. That particular moment, it changed my life from me having the possibilities of what going to the Navy or building a career or having any type of profession into me, looking at some serious time.
Walk me through that day.
Yes.
If you would, if you're walking through that whole day, that day for you.
Well, but the day was so crazy because it was the same day that I had my prior experience. I had met with like a naval corporal or a captain, and you know, I explained to him about my prior conviction, and he was like, "Well, we gonna, you know, we got all that taken care of." Asked me, did I want to be a seaman, or did I want to be, you know, just different parts of in the being in the Navy. So we went through that whole process, and you know, when I left his office, you know, my mind was on, yes, I'm going to the Navy, and just that night, the police have to come through, and you know, crowd of people was there, and you know, everybody was shouting out. They filming. They filming. It's the police. You know what I'm saying? Shoot it out there. And you know me, shoot. I'm like, I do it. I shoot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got a gun and shot it out there. And from there, you know, everybody got to scream my name. You know, LT just shot down. You know, shot down because the helicopter spun around a little bit. Then, you know, just zoomed from the area, which it made an emergency landing at the fairgrounds here in Nashville, and made an emergency landing. Our whole community was smelling like gas, and you know, I'm 18 years old, and they came and got me like 3 days later. They picked me up because they were showing it on the news every day, talking about their, you know, personal interests or whatever. And I was on my way to a wrestling tournament. I used to wrestle in high school, and I was on my way to a wrestling tournament because I'm finna go to the Navy in 2 days. And my partner, when he came up to my house, he was like, "Man, you look like the police all outside." You know what I'm saying? So I ain't think, I'm like, shoot, I ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? So when me and him leave outside my house, they body slam me and him, throw us down, and take us in, and you know, question us. And one thing led to another, and I was charged with shooting down a police helicopter.
Did you think that you were gonna get caught afterwards? Like after that happened, like I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like what was your mental space? Was it like, oh fuck, I just shot down a police helicopter? Or are you still such a product of that environment where it's like, whatever?
Yeah, it was like basically all whatever. It wasn't, I was fucked, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was really no emotions, because it was just like, shit, you know, it didn't fall down, it didn't, you know, go down in a blaze or whatever. So it was more like, it really wasn't damaged, you know. It's like, it really wasn't that bad. No one lost their life, it didn't crash, it didn't do anything like that, it just made emergency landing. So it was like minimized how, you know, deep it was. And then the guy who was charged with me, when they caught him, he had the bullets in his pocket of the gun. You know what I'm
wow.
saying? Yeah. So, yeah, man.
That couldn't have gone worse.
Yeah, but luckily, you know, my teachers in school, they all wrote the judge. All of them, you know what I'm saying, came. My wrestling coach was like a character witness, and they gave me probation. Then I was on my way to the Navy, and so on and so forth, and you know, they was lenient. And from there, it was like a blessing and a curse, because now, yes, I've been free, but now I'm free to go out here in society and deal with a police force who feel like I done brought them some harm. So now I'm a target.